My name is Selsabila Rahmadani, and in this video, I try my best to practice speaking English by answering questions from Mr. Yousef.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Sure, I can. So, my name is Selsabila Rahmadani, and everybody usually calling me Salsa. I was born in 2005, which make me 18 years old now, and I live with my parents in the small city called Indramayu City. But now, I moved to Karawang for studying.
What do you do for a living?
For a living, I study. I study English education in the University Singaperbangsa Karawang. And I also looking for a job like a part-time to make my own money and helping my parents. But until now, I still didn't find it yet.
What are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies and interests. I got really interested to study languages, especially English and Spanish, because I had a dream to study abroad. And my hobbies are I like to spend my time with painting, cooking, and also ride a bicycle.
Can you share an interesting fact about yourself?
Interesting fact about myself is I can eat more than 3 mangoes when the mango season comes.
What are you looking forward to in the speaking
In
class?
speaking class, I'm looking forward to practicing my English and hearing my friend talking with a different accent. And I really like when my lecturers start playing games how to pronounce correctly word in English.
What time is it right now?
Right now it's 10:33 a.m.
What time does your first class start today?
Today, the first class starts at 7:30 a.m.
Do you know what times the library opens on weekday?
I don't really know what time the library open on weekdays, but I guess it will be open at 7 a.m. because the first class starts at 7:30 a.m.
When is the deadline for submitting the term paper for our class?
Deadline submitting term paper for speaking class is on 30 November at 12 a.m.
When is the due date for registration for next semester's classes?
Registration for the next semester classes is on January.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the library is?
The library is on the second floor of Gasal building.
How do I get to the cafeteria from here?
You can get the cafeteria in front of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang.
I'm looking for the language lab. Could you point me in the right direction?
Direction of language lab is on the first floor of FK building.
Where can I find the student services office?
So there's a lot of student office service in University Singaperbangsa Karawang, but if you are English education department student, you can find on the first floor of FK building.
Can you help me locate the nearest restroom?
The nearest restroom you can find on the first floor of FK building. The location is in the right next to the lift.
How do you feel about your college experience so far?
So far, I love it because I got a lot of new experiences, such as joining Pendidikan, which I taught directly by Indonesian soldiers, and joining event that make me meet a lot of great people, and many more.
How do you feel about your upcoming exams?
For upcoming exam, I feel so nervous. I'm wondering if the exam will be hard and I didn't pass it and I got a bad grade. I hope it never happened.
How does your college social life make you feel?
College social life make me feel lonely sometimes because here after class over everyone go to their home and being individual. And I realized that if you want to have a friend for eating together or for joining organization together, you have to be active to socialize and talking with them.
What emotion do you experience during your college presentation?
When presentation, I feel nervous sometimes, but I didn't show it. So I just show my confidence to make other people have a good impression of my presentation.
How do you deal with disappointment when you don't get the grade you hope for?
So the first thing that I'll do is asking for remedial to my teacher. But if teacher didn't give remedial, so the only thing that I can do is just accept my grade and trying to be better for the next test. And to deal with disappointment, I will go hang out with my friend to forget my bad grade.
What was your most memorable travel experience?
The most memorable travel experience is when I was in elementary school. I go to Yogyakarta for study tour with my friend and teacher. It was the first time I go for traveling without my family, and it gave the best memorable travel ever.
What's the most exotic food you have tried during your travels?
Most exotic food that I've tried when I travel is kerak telur.
What's your favorite travel destination for relaxation and rejuvenation?
My favorite travel destination for relaxation is camping in Palutungan. Because when I go there, I feel like charging my energy. The place is far from the crowds and there's a lot of pine trees and waterfall. And the weather is also really nice there.
What's the scariest moment you have encountered while traveling?
Scary moment when traveling is when I go to Kawah Putih. My car almost fell into the ravine.
What are some tips for staying safe while traveling in a foreign country?
Okay, my tips how to be safe when traveling foreign country is we have to do research about the country that we want to visit. And we also have to learn a little bit about their culture and also their languages. And we have to keep our passport and visa, don't wear too much jewelry, and we have to be polite with local people.
What's your hobby?
My hobbies are drawing, painting, cooking, and also ride a bicycle.
How do you choose the right hobby for yourself?
I choose a right hobby that can give benefit for me and also others. For example, like one of my hobbies is cooking. I feel relaxed and enjoy when I cooking. And for other, I can make delicious food for them.
What are the benefits of having a hobby?
The benefit of having hobbies is hobbies keep me better in physical health, and hobbies make us have a quality time for ourselves. And from hobby, maybe we can get a job or make a job.
What is the difference between a hobby and a profession?
Profession is a job with special expertise and skill that we go from learning it. And hobby is an activity that we do for get pleasure and it may or may not related with the career.
Do people with busy schedules have time for hobbies?
Yeah, people with busy schedules will have hobbies because leisure activity help to relieve stress